This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello, I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Our state passing yet another grim milestone in the fight against COVID-19. 18,000 deaths have now been confirmed in our state. That means since March of 2020, 1 out of every 400 Arizonans has died from this pandemic. 21 deaths were added just today. It's important to keep in mind because of the holiday weekend, some of our numbers came in late this week. 900 new cases were reported. That's adjusting our 7-day average. It's now showing a small increase in cases last week to 543 cases on average a day. Before the numbers came in yesterday, it looked like cases were flattening out at about 490 a day.
Now we need to go to community by community, neighborhood by neighborhood, and oftentimes door to door, literally knocking on doors to get help to the remaining people protected from the virus.
Today, a renewed push to vaccinate Americans. President Biden announcing a new strategy to get more shots in arms. His plan includes making more vaccines available in healthcare settings with an extra emphasis on COVID hotspots. And as you heard, going door to door. This as the Delta variant continues to spread across the U.S. First-year medical students at the U of A starting the first day of class in Phoenix with a warning. Someone tested positive for COVID-19 during student orientation last week. The medical school telling staff and students to assume they were in contact with the affected person if they attended the event. State law bans the university from requiring anyone to get vaccinated or wear a mask, but the school does recommend vaccinations. The new class taking the warning in stride.
If you're vaccinated, they pretty much said to just watch out for symptoms and stuff like that and then quarantine. But if you're unvaxxed, then you really need to take it seriously, and then don't show up at least for a little bit until we figure everything out.
State law does make an exemption for medical students. They can be required to wear masks if they're in a clinical setting. New developments tonight in Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich's lawsuit to get the federal government to speed up deportations. Federal judge tossing out the case. Brnovich cited a 1996 law calling for someone with a final order of removal to be picked up by ICE within 90 days. The judge saying that's just a target, not a rule. Brnovich is appealing that decision. Good news, bad news for anyone hoping to make a buck off tonight's Suns game. The good news, Suns are favored to win. Bad news, they were favored by so much that you needed to put down a whole lot of money to win anything. Odds makers initially had the Suns as a 70% favorite. The odds going from minus 175 to minus 270 before coming back down. Minus 175 means you'd need to bet $175 to make $100. Analysts at thelines.com say your better bets may be the smaller ones, like prop bets or individual player stats, also point spreads for road games, and which Sun star could win the MVP award if they take the title.
A huge amount of press and hype among NBA media for Chris Paul to finally make it to the NBA Finals, and he showed that he has an enormous ceiling in that that series clinching win against the Clippers. So if he plays well, I think that is the better bet at this point to take a shot on Chris Paul to win NBA Finals MVP.
Live betting also growing in popularity right now. The odds obviously changing all the time depending on how the team is playing and how people expect them to play going down the line. In-person betting is still about a month away in Arizona, so you have to go online or out of state.